Amara and how we work to ensure that kids in Pierce County are safe and secure. It's an honor to be here. My name is Maureen. I'm an affiliate instructor with the School of Social Work at the University of Washington, Tacoma, and I'm the Pierce County Director for Amara. Amara serves children in foster care. And like Jason said, Amara's mission is to ensure that every child in foster care has the love, support, and comfort of committed adults as quickly as possible for as long as they need. We serve children in Pierce County through 3 programs: our foster care program, our emergency sanctuary, and our post-adoption support program. We realize that when a family adopts a child, they're making a lifelong commitment, and we want to make that same commitment to them. We have a long history of working with children. Amara was founded in 1921 as Medina Children's Home. We've been around for 95 years. We are proud to offer services to everyone, regardless of marital status, religious belief, sexual orientation, age, homeownership, income, or education. Amara engages, educates, and supports foster families so they can parent children with a background of abuse and neglect to help kids heal, thrive, and grow. We provide extra support and guidance and preparation for the children we serve and the families that they go to. Let me tell you a story about how I came to know Amara. I've been a volunteer advocate at Pierce County Juvenile Court in the CASA program for 15 years. About 6 years ago, when I was a social worker in the NICU, I got a call from the dependency supervisor that said 5 kids came into care last night. And it's a big crowd, and we need someone to advocate for what's in our best interest. So I went to the department, and there they were, sitting in a cubicle, scared, not talking, not engaging. It turns out 2 of the youngest 2 were able to go to relatives, and the older 3 needed foster homes. A foster home was found for the 2 little girls, but they couldn't take the oldest boy. His name was Calvin. Calvin is an African-American boy, and because there were no homes for him in Pierce County, he was sent to Shelton to a foster home. I was required to go visit Calvin once a month, but I went and saw Calvin every week because I knew that this wasn't the place for him to be. Sorry, I get a little choked up talking about him. The 2 little girls had gone to an Amara foster home in Seattle, and Amara was an agency that I hadn't heard about, but I was desperate and I called them. And I said, could your family possibly take Calvin to be with his sisters? Turns out that family was not licensed, but Amara worked very hard to find a family in that neighborhood that could take Calvin. The social worker there said, this is a brand new foster parent, and what I haven't told you about Calvin is that he was a very traumatized child. He had a lot of behaviors and he didn't want to go. Amara worked very closely with me to place Calvin in that home with a lot of love and support. And through my advocacy at Pierce County Juvenile Court and the social worker at Amara, we very diligently worked together to ensure that Calvin was safe and stable in that home. And Calvin was adopted into that home about 2 years ago. Calvin's dad, his biological father, is in prison for a very long time, and his mom is under the influence of drugs and not able to care for him. Children don't belong in dangerous and traumatic situations. Children belong where they have caring adults committed to their care. There is so much that happens before a child is placed in a foster home. They're removed from their home by CPS or the police. They're scared and traumatized. A child's journey into foster care begins with a terrifying event. I want you to imagine something just for a moment. Imagine that you're removed from your home in the middle of the night during a drug raid. You have a couple of minutes to grab things or not. Adults are talking, but not to you. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know if you'll see your parents again. You've been removed from the only home you know. A social worker drives the car, and you're in the back seat. And you hear the social worker speaking to different families. Well, maybe this family can take him. No, they're full. We could always drive him to, oh, that family can't do it. There's a gap. A moment in time when a child is confused, full of fear, full of sadness, and unsure what will happen next. Later this fall, with the support from your community and partners in Pierce County, Amara will open the first emergency sanctuary in Pierce County. Amara aims to take a moment of fear and anxiety, uncertainty, and provide more good than harm. Because we believe acting early and providing safety and stability in a time of confusion can have a long-term impact on a child. The emergency sanctuary is a home in Tacoma that will serve children who have just been removed from their parents' care. We will take up to 5 children at a time, and they will be cared for by trauma-informed staff and volunteers. The sanctuary will be open 24 hours a day. It will be a calm and welcoming place to ensure that each child is taken care of, sees a medical professional, and is served a warm meal, given new clothing, read a good night story, and someone will be there in the night when we wake up. We also know that kids in foster care are not able to go to school, and so we will transport the children of school age to their school of origin, because we know how important it is for kids in foster care to have consistency. Every child needs to know they're safe, and the emergency sanctuary will provide that child for the first few days away from their family. And we've done this before. Almost 2 years ago, we opened an emergency sanctuary in King County, and since that time, we have served over 400 children. In addition to helping children in a traumatic time, the sanctuary gives the social workers more time to find the best family match for a child. The sanctuary gives foster parents more time to prepare for the placement of a child, such as running out to grab diapers or things that they need. We know we can't do it alone, and we need to work with partners and other organizations and agencies to ensure that every child will receive the best care. And that's why the Rotary's involvement is so important to us. I hope that if Amara's mission resonates with you, or the emergency sanctuary speaks to you, you'll consider becoming a volunteer. Amara has an urgent and pressing need for volunteers right now in Pierce County. We are currently recruiting 120 volunteers, and we ask each volunteer to take a shift a month. We're in the process of stocking the home with items to provide the very best care to the children. We need books, kitchen supplies, diapers, and much, much more. Currently in Pierce County, there's 1,400 kids in foster care. The rate of children entering care in Pierce County is twice the rate of that of King County. We are driven to help meet the needs of children in Pierce County, and with your help, we are looking forward to doing that. And I wanted to share with you this picture of Calvin today, and he's doing wonderfully. He's getting very good grades, and he is having a very happy life. Thank you.